as I was going throughout the night, my foot was really kicking my butt. So I had told the docent, I said, I can't push any further. I was like, I can't, as of right now, I just can't push any further, because I tried to push all the way up to the, death chamber. And then after that, I told her, I was like, look, I need to sit in the office. And I told my husband, I was like, look, I want to look at my foot to see how bad it is. And I ended up looking at my foot, and I saw a bite mark. And I was like, what the hell? So I didn't think anything of it. I was like, nah, no way. No way. So we went to the hotel room after the investigation was over. Of course, they had to wheel me out in a wheelchair, because at this point, I can't walk because I'm in so much damn pain. And we get to the hotel room, and I check out my foot again, and the bite mark's still there. So I took a picture of it, and I sent it to the docent, and I was like, look, this is a bite mark. I don't know why I got bit tonight, but it is what it is. She goes, do you know what happened and why? I was like, I don't know. The next morning, the bite mark was gone. So then another experience we had was when we went to an abandoned hospital, and we were doing a paranormal investigation, and this is when I had gotten the cat balls, because it's when the cat balls was all, popular and shit. And I had put one on the floor, and as I'm trying to show everybody, hey, there's no one in here, there's no possible way for this cat ball to even, even do anything, right? And as I'm saying this, there's footsteps behind me on my right, and I'm like, what is that? And my husband's on my left, walking, but I'm hearing the footsteps on my right. So I go to get up, and I don't know how I got this video, but there is an entity staring at my husband. And as I look through the pictures, there's actually 5. There's the main entity, and then there's 4 behind him. And my last experience with the paranormal is that my brother went to Area 51 in May of 2023. By October, he is no longer here.
Sorry to hear that.
So that is my extreme, experiences with the paranormal. And what got me into it, it's been a part of my life, my whole entire life. That's it. That's all I got.
Thank you.
That's all I got for you guys.
Thank you, Vegas. That was enough. Woo. Okay. The next one, Stacy Myers.
Mine are all boring. No, I am Stacy Myers. Actually an empath more than a psychic. I'm a kind of so if anybody knows what an empath is, it's basically if you know how people say you don't know how I feel unless you walk a mile in my shoes. Well,
That part.
as empaths, we do walk a mile in your shoes, and I really think that that's got to do with a lot of the problems that I have nowadays, because we're kind of like emotional sponges, which means that when it comes to paranormal, it's been part of my life, all my life. So it's been very interesting. I think it's taken a toll on me, because just body wise, because I didn't know how to shut it off, and I finally was able to shut it off when I started becoming a therapist, because you kind of have to do that. I was drug and alcohol therapist. I graduated with an MS in psychology, and I was going to go into the criminal psychology form of it, but I was too old by that point to be able to do that. So I just went into drug and alcohol therapy to help people best I could in that aspect of it. I don't know really about, I've gotten advanced arthritis and spurs and degenerative disease, and you always get from the doctors that, oh, well, you're too young to be feeling like this. And this was started majorly back, it started in 2006 that I know of, but it really reared its ugly head in 2016. So I am a chronic pain patient now, in a lot of pain all the time. But I really do think that me being an empath and not knowing how to turn it off has a lot to do with the physical health problems that I have right now. I don't know, I've always talked to ghosts. Being an empath, it kind of draws everybody to you, good, bad, ugly. So I've dealt with the demons, I've dealt with the nice ghosts, I've dealt with